Okay, welcome to just some cool stuff here. I just tried a new thing, so just bear with me. I'm just going to walk through this. This is a thing called Lovable.dev. Okay. And I'm going to show a website that I created with just doing this. Literally, create a landing page, have a chat bot like GPT for using a webhook for sending both and receiving the information, send it to this webhook address. And I have that as a necessary thing on the other side. I'll show you that. It went through and created this website. I only had to really update that the output from my N8N instance was this. And this thing works. Like I gotta actually run it in test mode on my other screen here. And I'll just show you that I'm gonna make sure the backend's in testing mode. But let's just say, what are my to-dos? And it's going to take a little longer than ChatGPT because we're doing a lot of backend stuff that we can certainly work on, but it's going to give me a list of my current active to-dos, which there's a lot of them. And you say, well, why is there a lot of them? That's because I set up this other workflow to start to grab my emails and assign them. And if there's actions in them, and I can see it's not perfect yet. I got to obviously work on that. There's way too many things here that are actually not actionable. So I need to work on that. But let me just show you the concept here. The whole idea of the email kind of system here is this is going through two different Gmail accounts that I have. And it's every 2 hours, it's looking through this email, it's looping over all the emails and seeing if we had already touched the email, meaning we already evaluated it. And we're using labels in Gmail to assign it. In fact, over here, we signed the label that says, I have already taken action on it. A quick, you see this reviewed for access. Okay. So that's where those actions are coming through. It's used this thing called Rowbase. I use Rowbase instead of some other cool systems that I really like because Rowbase you can actually take offline to your own system. And it's a way to view databases with some coolness. And that's actually this here, just so you can see it. So now you can work in a database with kind of pretty pictures. The entire backend is real SQL. There's no code to get this done and get this going. Got to work on it though. Okay, but here's the cool thing. This is the workflow we just did, this webhook trigger thing. What happens is this is the webhook, that URL that I put in the right here, the webhook that I put in that URL on Lovable, the webhook here that I put here. This is what it hits. And maybe I can do this side by side here. All right. So we're going to delete the prior. We zoom out just a little so you can see the spinny thing start to happen here. Put it in test mode, and we're going to just say, what are my to-dos? Like I just did. And then watch over here, you're going to see it hit spinning. It's doing some stuff here. It's getting tasks. It's also getting reminders, some overhead of memory. So this goes into the system prompt. This one here goes into the user prompt that actually came from the webhook, which was what are my to-dos? But the to-dos are always in the background there. And it's able to respond. It also should actually even know what is my name. And it should know my name because the system prompt where it has this, every time I have to put it in the test right now until I throw it in production. What is my name? It again goes through a lot of the stuff. I can try to buffer this, but your name is Sean. And it's like, how did I know my name is Sean? It's because I do have it set up for this concept called memory, which is really what ChatGPT also does. This memory that a little bit of memory. It's different than the context window. And in fact, what I wind up doing is injecting all these memories and tasks and reminders into my prompt all the time. Anyways, this took a while. I think we can get faster and faster. But once this kind of concept is done once and you iterate on it, then that's fine. This thing, oh my gosh. Yeah, it worked right away. What you can't do, so it'd be like, can you do this in Claude? You can, but here's the issue. Like Claude can't go to do this API stuff. It's not like from a testing point of view, like in situ. This thing's actually running a web server. And then the real question is like, how do you actually get it? And then how do you deploy it? And I have to figure that part out, but I think you just publish it and it's crazy. But you can make any app with this thing right now. I don't know. Yeah, crazy. It's almost like you need to blow up all your current development work and start over again. I know.